Hi everybody, my name's Anthony Hines. For the last 40 plus years I've been trying to help people with their job search, trying to help people with their career, trying to help people to get a break, trying to help people when nobody's calling them, and try to help people to not feel like that the job search is going to overwhelm them. Fact of the matter is, we have a lot of followers, we have a lot of people that are interested in what I have to say. I want you people to understand one thing. I keep things simple. I keep it simple so that you can take action. I'm not interested in telling you what just shows up in a book or what somebody tells you that should work. I'm going to give you a bunch of ideas. We throw things against the wall. We see what sticks. You know and I know not everything sticks, right? It's all about getting that next job. So what I try to do is give you ideas and things to help you to get moving. Today we're going to talk about a couple of things. But the first thing I want you to do is this. Today I need you to do me a favor, okay? I need you to give me feedback. I'm thinking about getting a website where I put my own tips and tools out there all in one place so everybody can get it. I want to know if that's something you would do, and if that's something you would go to, and if that's something that interests you. I need you to go to Podbean, and I need you to give me feedback. Just a straight yes or no. Yes, I would go to the website. No, your stuff doesn't matter that much to me. I won't go to the website. But I need people to give me feedback. I get a lot of downloads. I get a lot of people that take my stuff. I need feedback on this, and I need it ASAP. Because I'm going to make a decision about whether I'm going to bring all this stuff together into a website. Please go out to Podbean and give feedback. Again, all I ask for is go to my podcast, use this podcast if you want, and just say the word yes or no. That's all I need to know. And let's do it urgently, please. Okay? That's the first thing. Second thing, today we're going to talk about job search basics. Okay? I sit here, I go back and forth on 100 things. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes I got to come back around and make sure that people have things like your resume. How about business cards? How about a LinkedIn profile? How about a networking profile? How about the ability to network? Okay? How about your contacts that you know are working in companies that you want to go to? Are these things you have? How about recommendations? Do you have recommendations? How about recommendations that are out in your LinkedIn profile? Do you have those? Do you have these types of things? These are things that make you stand out in the crowd. But if you don't have a resume, or if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, you're asking yourself to be taken out of consideration for a lot of jobs. Okay? Maybe in 1974, you didn't need a resume. But today, 2020, last time I looked, you need a resume. Okay? You need a LinkedIn profile. I don't care what you're applying for. You need a LinkedIn profile. Okay? You need business cards. Have you created business cards for yourself to talk about your skills? Talk about a few sentences about yourself. Talk about your contact information. Do you have all that? Okay? I have podcasts on all these things. Now, if you need a resume, in my LinkedIn article that's on my profile on LinkedIn, there is a contact out there that can critique the resume you have or build a resume for you. And yeah, it's going to cost you a few bucks, but you know what? If you don't invest in yourself, who's going to invest in you? You got to invest a few bucks in yourself, okay? But I really need that feedback about whether you go out to my a website and if I put all my tools out there. But okay, going back to my basics, my job search basics subject. The assumption that you need these things to get the job is very important because of the fact that many people are getting into the job search world for the first time in many years. And they're afraid of doing things like resumes. Or they're afraid of doing things like LinkedIn profiles. They're afraid. They don't think that they measure up. They don't think that they can do it. So they kind of wing it. That is the worst thing you can do, is winging it, people. What you want to do is get professionals to create your resume, get professionals to create your LinkedIn profile, and get professionals to help you in the areas that you're weak. Don't sit there and try to build things yourself if you don't have the skills to do it. You've got to use professionals, because you're taking yourself out of competition for jobs that you could be getting if you don't properly create the resume, if you don't properly create the LinkedIn profile, if you don't have professionals do these things, if you whip together a business card that you think will look nice, and you're not talking to somebody that knows about business cards, like say your transitional services people, you're taking yourself out of the competition. You're basically saying to the rest of the people applying for jobs, go ahead, get in front of me. I don't really want this job. Because you know what? If you're not doing this stuff, you're basically saying to everybody else, I'm going to go take a pit stop and let all these cars go by me, if you're a NASCAR fan or an Indy racing fan. Why let everybody go by you? Okay? You've got to make sure in the job search basics world that you have these things, and you have them in a well-made and professional level. And obviously, nothing is ever done. We all know that. Nothing is ever proper and created and done, because there's always can be tweaks. I get that. But you know what? That doesn't mean you can't write it. Or it doesn't mean you can't work with a professional to do it. Because if you don't do it, you're going nowhere. Okay? You're going nowhere. All right? And the fact of the matter is, you can sit here and listen to my podcast all you want. But if you don't have these basics, if you don't have these things done at a level that are going to keep you in the game, guess what? You're climbing up Niagara Falls without a barrel, people. You're climbing up Niagara Falls without a barrel, and you know what? You can't swim that good. That's what I'm hearing, okay? That's what I'm saying to you. Now, the next thing is regarding your ability to communicate. If you are a better written communication person, lean that way. If you're a better oral communications person, an extrovert, or somebody that likes to meet people, you know what? FaceTime with a lot of people. Set up meetings in Zoom where you have networking events that you run, and run them in Zoom, and just invite a bunch of people and see who shows up. Okay? People love doing these things, right? So why not invite a group of people, start building on it. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it goes. But you have to have the basics first. You have to have the resume first. You have to have the good LinkedIn profile first. Because after someone meets you at, say, an event like that, they're going to want to check something about you. They're going to want to check your profile. Okay? And recommendations and everything out there are key. But that's for you to do. Don't assume just because you did it 6 months ago or a year ago or 5 weeks ago that it's still good. What can you tweak? What can you add? What can you improve? What can you put out there? What new education have you done? What else can you put out there that makes it look, even a little bit better? I always say brick by brick by brick by brick, right? But the fact is, if you're not adding bricks, you're not building a house, okay? So it's up to you to be able to do it. So think about this, people. It's kind of the job search basics, but how good are your job search basics? How good are your things that people are going to want to talk about, want to know about? That's up to you to think about and up to you to fix. Because you're going nowhere if your stuff isn't up to par with the expectation of recruiters, hiring managers, and the like. So rethink about that. Use my contact. Go to my LinkedIn article and reach out to my resume contacts and see what they say about your resume and your profile, and go from there. And also, too, as they say, get your business cards done. Get all that stuff ready. Because if you do nothing and sit there and wait for people to call because you think that you're all set, okay, there's a chance they'll call, about 2%. All right? So if you want to be in with the other 98, you better start doing it. And again, people, final request. Please come out and give me feedback and ask and answer the question. If I get a website, will you come to that website to get all my tools and tips and sign up as a member of the website? Will you do that? Give me a yes, give me a no. I'd like everybody who listens to the podcast to please come out and vote, because I'm not doing anything without people telling me that they're going to be interested. I want to see what you have to say. Okay, everybody, have a great day. Stay safe, stay well. And understand that without the job search basics, you're putting yourself in a place where you're not getting the advantage. Have a great day, everyone. Remember, go to my LinkedIn article on my LinkedIn profile and get all my steps. And also, sign up for the patron program on Podbean and get a ton more podcasts. All right? About all kinds of subjects. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye now.